Good morning, dear students. Let's start Maxima and Minima. Students, here you can see the curves of sin x and cos x that are very useful in your syllabus, and you can see that here value of sin x is maximum at point 1 and minimum at point -1. You can see here that. Similarly, value of cos x is maximum is 1 and minimum at -1. So students, in this way you can observe that all the values of sin x always lies between -1 and 1. You can see here one value is at 90 degree and here uh, -1 is at value 3 pi by 2. So students, you can see here that first we discuss about the curve sin x. If this curve moves in the upward direction, then it gives a value 1. So students, if it intersects this line, similarly if this curve intersects the x-axis, then it gives the 0 result. In this way you can see that at 0, at pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, sin x curve will remain 0. In this way sin x is negative at 3 pi over 2. Similarly students, we go through in the same manner. Now here is the dotted curve is of cos x. It starts from 1 and we know that cos 0 is 1. Now students, it moves in the downward direction as it intersects at pi by 2. So at pi by 2 value of cos is 0. Now it moves in the downward direction at pi. It intersects, touches the -1. So students, in this way you can see that cos pi is -1, cos 2 pi is +1. Similarly, cos 3 pi is -1 and cos 4 pi is 1. So students, here we get the general result. If n is odd, then we get answer -1. So students, if n is even, then we get answer +1. Now students, here is the working rule of the given questions of maxima and minima. First, fx is given. We need to find its derivative and after that make it factor. And for maxima or minima, we put the derivative is equals to 0. And here, from here we get the points values of x, and these values of x are called the critical points. Now find the second order derivative for the test of maxima or minima, and in this second order derivative we put the critical point one by one. If it gives negative result, then function is maximum. If it gives a positive result, then function is minimum. So students, if it gives a 0 result, then further investigation is required. Now here we start with question number 14. Find two positive numbers x and y such that x plus y is 60 and xy cube is maximum. Students, first notice that what is given and what we have to prove maximum. So in this way you observe from the question xy cube is a function which we have to prove maximum. So students, in this way remember one thing. First, जिस फंक्शन को हमें प्रूफ करना है मैक्सिमम या मिनिमम, हमें उस फंक्शन को कन्वर्ट करना होगा इन वन वेरिएबल. सो इसके लिए हम गिवन फंक्शन की हेल्प लेते हैं. आप यहाँ देख सकते हो, गिवन फंक्शन इज x plus y is equals to 60. This is given, and here xy cube, you can see xy cube is equals to p, but student आप p की जगह पर z, a, b, c, d आप कुछ भी लिख सकते हैं. Okay, you can also write a is equals to xy cube. Now students, अब हमें यहाँ सिंगल वेरिएबल में से कन्वर्ट करना है. इसके लिए आपकी अपनी चॉइस है. अगर आप x की वैल्यू पुट करना चाहते हैं, देन वी गेट 60 माइनस वाई. तो आप यहाँ 60 माइनस वाई पुट कर सकते हैं. और सपोज स्टूडेंट्स अगर आप y की वैल्यू पुट करना चाहते हैं दैट इज 60 माइनस एक्स, दैट्स अप टू यू। आपको जिसका डेरिवेटिव करना ईजी लगता है आप उसका डेरिवेटिव कर सकते हैं, बट रिमेंबर वन थिंग, if this function becomes in y completely then we do derivative with respect to y. So students, here I am sharing you the solution. Let p is equals to xy cube, and now p is equals to xy cube. Put the value of y from first we get x 60 minus x whole cube. Now do its derivative, and after doing the derivative we get, by doing product rule, x as it is, derivative of 60 minus x whole cube is power 60 minus x as it is, subtract 1 from the power, and derivative of middle term is minus 1. Similarly students, if we put 60 minus x cube as it is and derivative of x is 1. Now you can see here the product rule, and you can see here 60 minus x cube minus 3x 60 minus x whole squared. And students, I am sharing the working rule as well. You need to find here the factor. So we take common 60 minus x whole squared. In this way we get 60 minus x minus 3x. So 60 minus x minus 3x we get 60 minus 4x. Now for maxima or minima we need to put this is equals to 0. In this way we get answer x 60 and x is equals to 15. But students, you can see here that sum of two numbers is 60. If one number itself is 60, then what is the need of second number? So students, in this way we reject the first x is equals to 60. We take x is equals to 15. In this way x is equals to 15 is only the critical point. Now students, at this point we need to find the maxima or minima function. For that, do second derivative. Now students, you can see here that here we have already calculated the first derivative. Now do its second derivative by again applying the product rule. Here is the second derivative. First function, derivative of first function, second as it is, and second function, derivative of second function, and first remain as it is. So its derivative is 2, 60 minus x as it is, and derivative of middle term is minus 1. So students, similarly derivative of 60 minus 4x is only minus 4. Now calculate all these, we get minus 260 minus x, 60 minus 4x plus 2 into 60 minus x. So students, in this way we get minus 260 minus x, 180 minus 6x. Put the value x is equals to 15 in this one. In this way we get the answer minus 8100. This is negative. So in this way the given function xy cube is maximum at x is equals to 15, and here maximum value is, put x is equals to 15 in the given function. So in this way we get the maximum value as well, and here x is 15, then y becomes 60 minus x, that is 45. Now students, here is this similar question, question number 15. Find two positive numbers x and y such that their sum is 35 and the product x square y5 is a maximum. Students, this is similar question. Sum of two numbers be x plus y is equals to 35, and we need to prove that x square y raised to the 5 is maximum. So students, in this way we put the values, convert in single variable, put the value of y in this one, we get x squared 35 minus x raised to power 5. Now do its derivative by using the product rule. X square as it is, derivative of second function, and you can also write down second function as it is, derivative of first function. Turn by turn आपको derivative करना है function का. So derivative of x square is 2x and derivative of this function is 5, 35 minus x whole raised to power 4, and derivative of middle term is minus 1. So in this way we calculate the derivative, and by taking out the common terms we get the factors. Now students, for maxima or minima, put these factors equal to 0, we get x0 x35 and x10. So students, all these are the critical point, but notice one thing, that if sum of two numbers is 35, then one number is 0. So students, what is the need to get the sum of two numbers? इसके लिए एक ही नंबर काफ़ी था. अगर हम x0 ले लेते हैं स्टूडेंट्स, तो आपका सेकेंड नंबर कंप्लीट 35 आ जाता है, और अगर हम x35 लेते हैं तो सेकेंड नंबर 0 आ जाता है. बट हमें क्वेश्चन में क्या कहा गया है, टू नंबर्स का सम कितना है, 35. So students, we will take x is equals to 10 is the critical point. So do the second derivative. You can see here the second first order derivative, do its again derivative. We need to solve the by using the product rule. So derivative of first function, second as it is, derivative of second function, first as it is. Its derivative is 4, 35 minus x whole cube, and derivative of middle is minus 1. Again, derivative of 70x is 70, and its derivative is minus 14x. Now students, by taking the common values, you can also here put the value of x is 10, and directly you will get the answer. Okay students, here you can put 35 minus 10, 35 minus 10, you can see here. So by solving this, you will get negative result. If you get negative, students, हमें सिर्फ साइन देखना है. अगर नेगेटिव आता है तो मैक्सिमम है, पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट है तो मिनिमम है. Thus derivative of p 2 times is negative at x is equals to 10. In this way, the numbers are x10 and second number is y25. So students, in this way, today we have completed two questions. So do more practice, because this topic needs a lot of practice. So thank you for watching the complete video.